This is my 3:40 a.m. gym morning routine now that I'm following the Strap program in my app, which is my fat loss program. I'm doing it for the next 8 weeks, so this is exactly what my mornings will look like. But first, we're going to start with the sound that everyone loves to hate, myself included. After my alarm goes off, I grab my infrared mask. I've been using this after I saw people wear it online because I was hoping it would help with making my complexion a bit more vibrant and alive, and I feel like it really makes a difference. So while that thing is running for 10 minutes, I am reading a bit and I am making sure that I stay hydrated, I drink some water, and then the time goes by so fast. I take out my heatless curls, which I love to sleep in because it just helps with making me feel like I have my life in check when I take them out in the morning and it's only 2 minutes of work and then your hair looks great. And then this is another thing that I saw people do online, which I was very excited to try, and it makes such a big difference. So it is an ice bath for your face, which helps with depuffing and it just wakes you up.
Now that I feel much more awake, let's make a quick breakfast.
I don't like to drink caffeine within 90 minutes of me waking up, so this ice bath really helps. And then I'm making a snack plate, which helps me feel full and kickstart the day, get some fiber in. And then after I've been snacking on that, I am going to do some skincare. Now, I love using these caffeine eye patches because, as I said, I'm not drinking any caffeine, so I want to get some caffeine in regardless, so I do it with these eye patches. And then I'm doing my skincare. I make sure that I get ready for the gym, so I'm picking out my outfit, decide what I want to wear, and then it is time for me to put on some makeup, and then we're out.
The only thing left for me to do is to do my makeup, and then it's time for us to go to the gym. Let's try that again. Because there is no such thing as a fat loss morning routine, at least not for me. I don't have a very extensive morning routine. I get up and I try to do the work as fast as I can. Because for me, preparing to do the work, analyzing my life before I start doing the work, trying to find motivation or inspiration to get to do the work before actually doing the work, it's all procrastination. It's all doing anything except the actual work.
It is a list of things that are not doing the thing. So here is a list of things that are not doing the thing. Preparing to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Scheduling time to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Making a to-do list for the thing isn't doing the thing. Telling people you're going to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Messaging friends who may or may not be doing the thing isn't doing the thing. Writing a banger tweet about how you're going to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Hating on yourself for not doing the thing isn't doing the thing. Hating on other people who have done the thing isn't doing the thing. Hating on the obstacles in the way of you doing the thing isn't doing the thing. Fantasizing about all of the adoration you'll receive once you do the thing isn't doing the thing. Reading about how to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Reading about how other people did the thing isn't doing the thing. Reading this essay isn't doing the thing. The only thing that is doing the thing is doing the thing.
And for me, when I get up, I just get ready as quickly as I can. And then I go to the gym. There are just a couple of things that actually make my morning significantly better. So let's run through those. The first one being that sleeping in a dark room helps me so much with getting a deep sleep that actually helps me with recovery. So when I can, I try to make sure that my room is completely blacked out, preferably a cold room. And then the next big thing is I try to make sure that I get 7 or 8 hours of sleep if I can. Because to me, getting 7 or 8 hours is key for my productivity during the day. It is key for my mood. It is key for how recovered my body feels. It is key for my hunger levels. After I wake up, I don't drink water right away, but I will use a tongue scraper to scrape my tongue. This makes such a big difference. This is, if I could only have one tool besides my toothbrush, this would be it. Then I drink water and then I'm looking for caffeine ASAP. That's my only aim this morning. I look for caffeine. I make sure that I make my coffee, I drink my coffee after I have my water, and then I get ready. I don't have a crazy snack plate. I make sure to fuel my body properly, especially when I'm on a fat loss journey. Because when I go to the gym, I need the energy the most. So I make sure that my breakfast has fats, proteins, and also carbs. And then after I finish my breakfast, I'll brush my teeth and I'm heading out to the gym to do my workout or my cardio. Depends. Please explain. And this will be TMI. So if you don't like TMI things, then fast forward. Every single month, I am so caught off guard by something that is reoccurring. I feel absolutely shitty for 1 week. I feel really down. I am not happy, motivated. I just don't feel like myself. And it happens to me every single month. And then I get my period and I'm like, that's why. I was supposed to go to the gym yesterday. So I left the house, I stepped in the car, and then I turned around and went back to bed. But there's just something about the first day of my period where I can't do it. I just can't do it. So I didn't. But today I am absolutely fine. I'm feeling great. So we're going to the gym and we are continuing what was on the agenda for yesterday. So let's go and train.
Today we're doing an upper body workout from the Shred program in my app, and I wanted to answer some frequently asked questions about this program. So this program has different variations in the app. So you could do a beginner friendly split, an intermediate split, or an advanced split, and then it can be done 1 through 7 days per week to make sure that it works for you. The training component consists of 3 parts. We have our daily movement, we have our additional cardio, and then obviously our resistance training. I saw some questions about the daily step goal specifically. So if you are someone who has an active job or a very active lifestyle, you will hit that daily step goal probably already without having to do anything else. But if you are someone who doesn't move around at all, maybe because you have a job that requires you to sit, and I indicated how long it should take you approximately to reach that step goal on the treadmill, which is why that is listed in the app. It doesn't mean that you have to do this additionally as well. So if you already reach that daily step goal naturally by being active, you don't need to additionally do it on the treadmill. It's just your daily step goal. So hopefully that cleared up any confusion. As I said, I sometimes like to do easy runs or recovery runs to help me reach that step goal, because easy runs or recovery runs are zone 1-2 running, so it doesn't impact my training or recovery ability, but it's obviously personal preference if you want to do it or not. The daily step goal is just your overall daily step goal. That's really important to note. When it comes to resistance training, my periodization style or my training style doesn't change when my goal changes from bulking or maintaining into cutting, which means that the way that I've trained before is how I'll continue to train now. I'll just make sure that I increase my expenditure by doing more cardio or daily steps, or I decrease my intake by being in a calorie deficit, or both, but I stick to the core of my resistance training. And the reason for that is that whatever helps you to build muscle is also what helps you to maintain it whenever you're transitioning to a cutting phase. I would not necessarily introduce any strength training now unless you're very comfortable and very familiar with it, just because it's not something that you necessarily want to dabble into whenever you are transitioning into it or to a deficit, because obviously now you're working with less energy intake. It might impact your recovery ability, and the last thing that we want to do is risk getting injured. So that's the only thing that I'm a bit more conservative with, but it's not that I'm now all of a sudden doing everything for 15 to 20 reps. So that is my morning routine. Hope you enjoyed this video and you understood the message, and then I'll see you in the next one.